Hello, I'm Jerry Higley, Executive Director of Lebanon Valley Youth for Christ. Sherry Capello has been the mayor of Lebanon for the past 7 years. Earlier this year, Mayor Capello wrote an article in the Lebanon Daily News about the importance of preschool education and how it can help the city of Lebanon flourish. I recently had the opportunity to sit down with Mayor Capello and just hear her thoughts on preschool and how it ties into the web of city life. Recently, you joined some mayors from across Pennsylvania to talk about the importance of preschool. What are some of the things that you learned?
As I joined other mayors from across Pennsylvania in joining this effort, what I learned was, of course, this is not just a Lebanon City problem. This is a problem across the state and the United States. I wasn't aware of the Pre-K for PA campaign, but it's an issue campaign that's supported by individuals and organizations across our great state who believe that our children, they're the right choice and that we need to make an investment in them and that this is an urgent matter. You know, it's not something that can wait. And I learned that 90% of brain development occurs from birth to 5 years of age. And kids who start school behind often stay behind. And that's something that we don't want to see. That's kind of sad. There are no do-overs. It's critical for children's academic success and their social skills development that they get a good start and that they have access, all children have access to public funded, high quality pre-K schooling. And currently only about 18% of the 300,000 of children that are age 3 and 4 in the state of Pennsylvania actually have access to pre-K schooling. Free preschool in Lebanon City is definitely a need. Unfortunately, from the 2000 to the 2010 census, the level of poverty in our city has increased dramatically. You know, one of the best ways to counter poverty is to increase education and eventually obtain family-sustaining jobs. And we need to make sure that our children are ready to succeed. And we can help them get ready by entering them in high-quality pre-K schooling. There are almost 3,500 3- and 4-year-olds in Lebanon County, and 63% of them live with families that are at 300% poverty, and 61% of them are eligible to receive high-quality pre-K schooling, but they're missing the opportunity, and we need to change that.
Police departments are using the slogan, pay now or pay later. What does that mean?
Well, pay now or pay later means that if we invest in our children now and pay now, by starting their education at a pre-K level, when they're 3 and 4, we will save taxpayers' dollars by boosting the economy through increased lifetime earnings and a reduced reliance on social services, including possible incarceration costs, which the taxpayers also pay that as well. So if the investment is not made now, we'll be paying later through the increased costs of incarceration, the reliance on social services, and the limited potential lifetime earnings.
How does preschool impact a child's need for special education services?
Well, investment in high-quality early learning programs saves taxpayers dollars because it reduces the need for special education services and remedial instruction. By reducing the need for special education and remedial instruction, it increases the rate of high school graduation and college enrollment or some type of secondary, beyond education beyond the secondary level, like tech school or certificate program. Those rates increase.
What other benefits do individuals and families receive from early childhood education?
The benefits we reap from children attending preschool, such as Youth for Christ's program, are multiple. High-quality pre-K education significantly improves early literacy, language and math skills, and those are huge. Those are significant. as the children enter kindergarten. Lebanon City's population, as of the last census, was more than 34% Hispanic, and I believe that number is actually way undercounted. I believe it's higher, and especially since the last census. Some of our children start kindergarten and cannot speak English. And again, kids who start behind often stay behind. And we need to change that because we don't want those little ones to fail before they even get started in life. And so we need to make the investment, and the Lebanon Valley Youth for Christ is a great start.
If preschool becomes more readily available for children in the city in, say, 15 or 20 years, what changes do you hope to see?
If preschool is more readily available to our children, I forecast over a 15 to 20 year period of time increase in the number of high school graduations. I think a lower dropout rate, and I think there will be more students continuing their education beyond high school. I see taxpayers having more value to the taxes that they're paying because they'll pay less for special education and remedial instruction. And the years going beyond that, when those students actually graduate from high school and enter into the workforce or continue their education, I think that they'll be better able to obtain family-sustaining jobs, and they'll rely less on social services. So, and then that also means that there would be less crime, and our economy would receive a much-needed boost. And that will ultimately assist in our long-term financial stability. And then Lebanon truly would be the place to grow.
Do you have any closing thoughts or a story about the importance of preschool?
Well, to me, our future is our children. And why would we not want to invest in them? I have read many books to preschoolers over the years, and I think that is the best part of my job. I love kids. And when I look into their little faces and I see their big smiles and their energy and their hearts are full of hope, I want to give them every opportunity to succeed. And it's my hope that the public would want to invest in this program as well, and help them to achieve their goals and help them to be successful and to be productive members of our society. And I think that together we can do that, and we can give them that chance to succeed.
Mayor Capello, thank you so much for taking the time to meet with us today. I know it's a busy time in your schedule right now. You get a big budget coming up. It's going to take some work, but thank you for taking the time. It's really beneficial to us, and I know the people that are watching this learned a lot just through our conversation about the importance of preschool. So you keep up the good work. Youth for Christ will try to keep up our good work, and thanks a lot for taking the time to be with us.
Well, Jerry, I think you and all of your staff members and your volunteers at Youth for Christ do an excellent job. And, we really appreciate the things that you do for our community. And I appreciate that you gave me an opportunity to be able to speak to you and your guests at your event. And, I wish you great success, and I think you're doing a great job. And I truly believe that pre-K schooling is vitally important to the success of Lebanon City, our community, and our children.